Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. I am teacher Dalal Hamdan. I'm going to give you this English course, English 2. We are going to go over what you have taken in the previous semester, English 1. Okay? Hopefully that you got your books and your workbooks. You need them every day. You need to get your books, your workbooks, and a sheet of paper and a pen. In our lesson today, we will revise what you have taken in the previous semester. What do you remember? What did you learn in Mega Goal number 1, the previous book? What did you learn? Do you remember anything? What were the titles of the units? Have you do you still have your books with you? Just go over the book and try to check it. If we're going to say what we have taken in Mega Goal number 1, we have taken the unit. The first unit was big changes. The second unit was about careers. Then, what will be, will be. Later, did you hurt yourself? And the art of advertising. And at the end, take my advice. These were the 6 units that we have taken in the previous semester. In our lesson today, we will focus on the first unit, which is titled Big Changes. Unit 1, Big Changes. The first 10 to 11 pages, so focus on these. Let's go over it. Big changes in here. What have we taken in this unit? We have discussed past word events and present effects. How it affected our lives today. What are these actions? 2, we talked about global issues. We have discussed a long list of global issues. What are they? What are these global issues? Then we spoke about the use of the simple past. What is the simple past and how can you use it? Also, the use of simple present. What is it? The form of the present simple and how to use it. Okay? Let's start with talking about global issues. What are they? Look at the first picture in here. What do we have? We're having Earth, the globe, and we're having a big number of people. What is this global issue? What do you call it? We call it overpopulation. Population is the number of people. Over, more than needed. What about the second one? We're having water, and it's not enough for everyone. The global issue here is water scarcity. Scare. It's not enough for everyone. Also, what do you think? We're having Earth covered with smoke. So what is the problem or the issue? The issue here is pollution. Air, water, and land pollution. These they are. Some of the global issues that we discussed together, they were almost 20 global issues. So we talk about overpopulation, water scarcity, pollution, then diseases, also terrorism, unemployment, traffic, poverty, and security. We spoke about each. What is it? And how it will affect our lives in the future if we don't overcome it. Okay? So these they are. The second thing that we talked about is the use of the simple present versus present progressive. What is present simple? What is present progressive? When do we use this and when do we use that? Now you are in a level that you know the tenses. Now you have to compare between them. Where do we use the present simple or when do we use the present progressive? The simple tense, you use it for routine, something that will happen forever, will never change. Like here, the sun shines most days. This is a routine every day, and it happens every day. Maybe we can call it as well a fact. It happened years ago and it will happen years later. However, something that is happening now or at the moment, we will use the ing form for it, the present progressive. Today, it's not shining, it's cloudy. So, these they are. One more, He talks quietly. He's talking to a friend now. Tell me about yourself. How do you talk? For me, I talk quietly. Do you talk loudly? My habit, something that I do, routine. However, he's talking to a friend now, at the moment. You will use ing. Another thing which is interesting, and it will tell you about how the speaker thinks. We will say, my family lives in Riyadh. They live in Riyadh and they are not planning to change it. I learn in the school. I learn English. This is my life. However, my brother is living in Jeddah for college. What does it mean? It means that my brother is planning to move back in Riyadh when he finishes school. Like what? Like the idea of online learning. Is this the thing that you will do forever? No, we are learning online these days. Just these days. Temporary situation. Okay, let's try to do this exercise. Number 1. He with his uncle until he can find his own place, live. Just this for this week or this month. So we would say he is living. Temporary situation. He will change it. 2. The water, please turn it off. Something is happening at the moment, now. The water is boiling. Turn it off. It will burn someone. The scientists, the cause of the problem, not understand. We will say they do not understand, because understand is a stative verb, something within the mind. You can't add an ing to it. Also, in your country in winter, it snows. So I'm speaking about the habit or the routine. How is it? We will say, does it snow? Does it snow? It doesn't snow in Saudi Arabia in winter. The moon around Earth. It happened thousands of years ago and thousands of years later. So, will never change. We will say, it goes. Goes. Okay? This is the present simple and present progressive. Now, speaking about the use of simple past and the present perfect, what is the difference between them? Both two actions, they happened in the past. However, when we are using the past simple, I will say, I watched a movie yesterday. What is the key word in here? The key word, if you can notice, is here. The key word is yesterday. I can tell when it happened yesterday. So we have a specific time. I graduated from intermediate school 2019, this specific year. However, for the present perfect, we can use I have watched 3 movies. When? In the past. When? Can you tell? I watched this movie this day. It will be past simple. So unspecific time. Usually, not always. If we're speaking about using the simple past, it happened only once. It could happen more than once, but it is finished. However, this one, it is repeated action. Maybe it is about the experience. I have visited Paris. Where am I now? I'm in Saudi Arabia, but I still remember it. Okay? Some examples in here. I lived in Taif in 2011. Where is the keyword? 2011, specific date. However, I have lived in New York. When? In the past. I still remember it. So if you take out 2011, we can say I have lived in Taif. I tried it. Then, I visited Paris in 2010, specific date. I have been to Paris. When? In the past. They read 2 books. They read them and they finished the books. And also, they have read 2 books. They have read them and they are telling me about the experience. Okay? Past simple and present perfect. Let's try to do this exercise. Number 1 in here. My brother and I go to the zoo yesterday. So what do we use? Go. Go will be we went to the zoo yesterday. And also yesterday we see a lot of beautiful animals there. Still speaking about what happened yesterday. and we saw a lot of beautiful animals. Some of the animals be on the endangered species list for a long time. Where is the key word in here? The key word is for a long time. So from that date until, from long time until today, no specific day. So have been, some animals have been on the endangered species for a long time. Yesterday, a key word. Yesterday, I learned that the giant panda, I just knew yesterday. The giant panda be on the endangered species list since at least 1980, from that day until today. So, for a period of time, has been. It has been on the list for maybe more than 30 years. Okay, so this it is. The present perfect simple and the simple past. These they are. Then one more thing that we spoke about is describing a person, and that was a very interesting part. You will put something, you will think about a character, then you will come up with a description. Then your colleagues, your classmates are going to make a guess. And if you remember, one of the characters that we spoke about was, let me tell you about it, a Saudi male. So we're not speaking about something international, we're speaking about Saudi men. Then this man was born in Riyadh. So not all Saudi men, just those who were born in Riyadh. And he was born in 1985. So the 30-year-old man. Also, he has a bachelor degree from King Saud University. So 30 years old, graduated from King Saud University. And also, he comes from a royal family. Not everyone, just those who come from the royal family. Who else? One more. He is a visionary person. Not all the royal family, just the visionary ones. So can you make a guess? A description, then we will come up with a character. Who is he? Do you have any ideas? I guess we can guess him. He's Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Okay? This is one of the things that we have done in the previous semester. Okay. For your homework, I want you to think about one of the global issues. We have discussed 14. One that you believe that is close to your heart, you will think about it. We all know these global issues. You will tell what could happen if we don't solve it, if we don't overcome it. Let's say global warming. If we don't overcome global warming, what could happen in the future? Not today, the effect in the future. What could happen? Okay? Think about any one of them and come up with your answers. Okay? I guess that is it for today, and thank you so much for your time.